Hey, welcome back to Second Run Gaming. I'm Austin and we're here with Massive Chalice. We're at the 91st year. We're making good progress in comparison to our last playthrough. I think we were only at year 70 by our 10th episode, and this is episode 7 of our second playthrough here. That being said, we are missing a whole section, but we just got through a battle, decreased some cadence hold in the Foxfire region, and didn't lose anybody. So things are looking decent. Prepare to marvel at the latest in caber gripping techniques because the advanced caber training is complete. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, perfect. And then after this, like you see, we have the elite training. I think I'm going to try and jump immediately into that once we're done with this advanced alchemy training here. Really give it no spots in between. Okay, we've got one person in the Castilian household, 3 people in the Zelicars, 3 people in the Foxfires. Always good to periodically check, make sure you got at least 1 kid. 1's all you need, hopefully more. Gabriella of the Sagewright Guild has passed away. Let's see here. Again, I like to not take from my house, but we really, especially in this playthrough, haven't been not doing that. But Aglia Gropiket is 40. So I think we're not really going to use her for anything else. Might as well get some faster research going. Took way too many broken flasks and singed eyebrows, but the advanced alchemy training is complete. Remember everyone, ratios, ratios, ratios. This is basically as far as we'd gotten in our previous playthrough as far as researching for weapons and armor. Everything else past this, it's very slow, which I usually think means the game is saying you're a little bit ahead of the curve if you're focusing on that. So we could potentially get away with discovering some new heroes. Because the people in our keeps, again, are getting a little bit older. That might be a decent move. I don't know. How many people do we have? Got 3 Castillans. Several Foxfires. 4 Zelicars. Really not a ton. We definitely still need to have kids. So I am going to have our heroes happen, because if we start losing regents and partners, we're going to have to pair them up, and we're light on people enough to where that might become a problem. But the second that we're done with that research, we're going right into armor training.
I hope some respite was taken in knowing their work would live on.
They're crazy, convoluted, forever taking work.
Alright, Manolo of the Sagewright Guild has passed away. Again, same deal, we don't have really anybody to throw that's not already, in our thing. We could throw someone like Falana in there. She really hasn't done much, but she's super old, so, you know what, I think until we get those new heroes, since we're so close, I'm gonna wait. Because it's likely that one of those heroes we're not gonna be stoked on. Okay, well, we could protect this territory, but again, we gotta keep here. And we get an alchemist, which is good, just because it's somebody else we can potentially mate with, so let's do it. Our vanguard is the same. Rodrigo, surprisingly, at 68, is still kicking it. Seeds and cradles, that's it. I can handle that, fingers crossed. Everybody's got upgraded armor and upgraded weapons. Not the elite, but the advanced.
Good luck.
Break a leg. Or 11.
Okay. It's nice to actually play a battle at the year 100. It's kind of fun. Alright, well obviously, like we've always kind of run into, the cradles are the main baddie here. Seeds are not great, but cradles are so much worse. I'm going to just try and take them out immediately. I could try and get a flash to hit them both. Doesn't look like it actually, so I'm just going to try and focus on this cradle. And then hopefully with just one shot from our hunter, we can just take him out once and for all. I'm going to have that be maybe Heinrich, and just move him here. Damn it. He just has 3 health, so we definitely... There's no point in not taking him out now. Hopefully Charles can deliver. Nice.
See the way that one went down?
Okay. And if we can get our Caberjack positioned well with the knockback, we should be able to take out at least these 3 front seeds. Nice. So 2 of them are gone, 1 of them is stunned. It's just 2 seeds in the back that we gotta worry about now. Alright, we've got Tara all the way up here. Can't actually get there, so I'm just gonna move Tara here and have her wait. And I have Heinrich try and get a little bit more experience now, since this is his 2nd mission in our Vanguard. If we could get him to get a nickname and a relic, that would be wonderful. Now Dirac, just come up here, take this guy out, get the relics that we already have, just a little more experience so they keep getting more powerful.
Just like the Battle of Saturn's Peak.
And I don't know if we can still see that seed down there. It doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to leave Rodrigo and Chris here for now. And now that we've taken everything out, we can go this way, which is up here. We know that there are enemies back here. We can also go this way, across this larger bridge. I feel like I like that a little bit better. There's less coverage, which isn't great. But we're just focusing on seeds and cradles, so coverage may help them more than it helps us. I'm gonna have Chris just stealth up here. And Tara actually can stealth too, because she's a Shadowjack. The downside is we can't stealth across this bridge. But it is what it is. I still think that's our best bet, and we're already kind of committed to it. We're in a good and interesting position where everybody except our Alchemist is actually a Shadow class, so they can all kind of stealth together. And then Rodrigo we can kind of use just as our last person to run forward. Now that's going to change now since we're on this bridge. Well, that's okay. I think we'll just move relatively slowly until we get across it. Okay, I'm going to move Chris up now. We're just going to basically mirror what we were already doing. Definitely not sprinting. Taking it easy, taking it chill. I feel like we're in a good position with our Vanguard. But we can't forget we're down a whole territory. Life hangs in the balance very precariously in this game. So I just want to make sure that we are being as cautious as possible. We have hit year 100. Like I said, around 150 is when that difficulty started to break up in that last playthrough. That's when it got really difficult really quickly. And so I'm just going to try and keep that in mind here, that we've got about just a couple decades before it starts to really kick up. So we're going to want to just get us into the best possible position for that, which means losing hopefully nobody from this Vanguard, getting you know, maybe a 3rd relic out of what we're waiting on for when these Vanguard people pass away. We've got 2 relics in play. We're going to get 2 more. If we can get a 3rd one, that finishes out our whole Vanguard for relics. I'm going to have everyone just stay super close. It's really just seeds and cradles, which isn't super dangerous, but those cradles do have those very powerful shots, so once we see one, we've got to dispatch it ASAP. There's one. Okay. So let's see what we're working with here. Tara can run forward like that if we want her to. This cradle doesn't quite see us yet. It doesn't look like. But actually, yeah, we can't stealth, so it may see us. I'm going to have Chris take this guy out from here. See if that changes our ability to stealth, because that'll let us know if the cradle knows we're here or not. Yeah, so the cradle does not know. So I'm going to stealth Henrik up. And move our Zelikars up in stealth as well. Because that cradle's far enough away to where I worry that if we start aggroing him now, there might be other cadence that are lurking around that'll come into the fray, or it'll just be too far away for us to do any real damage to. Have Henrik go next, just up here. See if there's anybody lurking back there. Just a seed over there so far. But more importantly, that leaves Chris free to move up here in stealth. Tara can go up here. I'm going to keep us all stealthed for now, just until we know for sure that it's just this one seed that we're looking at. I'm going to have D-Rack come here. Okay, looks like it's just this one seed. After that, it is going to be just that cradle we're dealing with. I'm going to have Rodrigo stay where he's at. See, okay, so there's two seeds back there, but that must be the cradle that they've been traveling with. Okay. I don't have too much left to do other than to reveal ourselves now. Have Rodrigo do that first. Flask is pretty not accurate. Is the only downside. So I'm gonna have hopefully our bow people, our hunters, take out as much of the cradle as we can. Damn. No point in doing a knockback because there's not really a surface it can be knocked into that's going to take it out. Yikes, man. Well, that sucked. Because of that, I guess we are going to Hail Mary this. But hey, it worked. And just because of that, since Rodrigo's been on fire, he'll probably miss this one, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, close enough. So the cradle's down to 6. If I can get one of our guys up there, I don't think I can, but at least that means he's only a turn away. I'm gonna have Tara come up here, take this seed out, or not. It's tempting to have D-Rack take that seed out now, but I'm a little worried that the cradle will do some extra damage. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to move him over here so he's far enough away from our other Zelikar that hopefully if he shoots a bomb, it's not going to hit them both. Oh, there's 2 seeds over there. We can deal with that. Damn, those shots are just so powerful. Yeah, Heinrich is just gone. Which really sucks. He's the one we were trying to level up. Dang, come on, guys. You gotta work with me here. Well, I'll have D-Rack definitely just take him out. Just so that that cradle doesn't kill anybody else. And then I'm gonna have Tara actually do the knockback from... No. That won't work because this eggshell in the way. But we could knock back from here. No, that won't work. Ah, from right there. I'm going to do that. Just bolster our ranks a little bit up front. Yikes. Did not work. At all. Have Rodrigo come up here. They are just seeds, thankfully. They don't do an insane amount of damage, but when they're in packs, they're tougher. I'm gonna keep Rodrigo's last flask just for if there is another cradle out there. That's why I didn't use him on the seeds. We still got all of our health vials. That's the tough thing about the cradles is, like, especially with a unit as weak as Henrik, it's just like he only had 12 health, so. Okay. So we're gonna see if Dirac can't use the knockback here just to take 3 of them out. Wonderful.
I see my advice is paying off.
Your advice?
I'm gonna have Chris basically do the same thing, but from here, and with these two guys. Nice. That'll free up Rodrigo, hopefully, to get some melee action going on with this seed. So that can free up our last Zelicar to take out the one remaining seed that isn't currently stunned. Damn it. Alright, cool. Well, I'll have Dirac take that out. Nice. Since Rodrigo is the older of all of them, I'm going to have him take the honors with this last weak seed. Is that everybody? Maybe? Nope. Okay. Good to know there are more enemies out there. I'm going to have Tara come up here, but immediately stealth. Because now we're down to 4, which is not ideal. If we still haven't yet actually discovered everybody that we're going to have to work at getting rid of. Definitely still doable. It's the strongest of the 4. It's not like we lost our main guy. So there's that cradle. Doesn't actually see us, which is good. So I'm going to move Chris over here into stealth. And Dirac similarly into stealth over here as well. Move Tara. Actually have Tara heal. Oh, and that actually revealed her, which is not ideal. Have Rodrigo come up here. We'll see if the cradle can get any of them. Hopefully it's out of range enough. Damn it. Come on. Jesus, really? They're so good at that. Well, this sucks. I can point blank this cradle. At this point, I think we kind of have to. We got to kind of be on the offense since we've just aggroed all of these guys. 21 to 27. Give it a shot. And Tara up here. Damn it. Oh, we needed that to not be a glancing blow. Well, I'll move Rodrigo up here. He's in big danger. And I'm worried that if we miss with this flask, that's going to be really bad. We can't hit this cradle. Fuck it. I'm gonna have Rodrigo heal. And we're gonna hope that these cradles decide to make more seeds instead of attacking us. Nah, they're on the offensive. Way more than the previous game too, I feel like, at this point. It's just that random procedural generation sometimes, you know? That's good. Well, we made it through. I'm really hoping these are at least the last enemies. If that's the case, we might be okay. Okay. Ideally, I'd want to throw this flask right here because it's going to kill a bunch of them. So Tara can move up here. I'm going to do that and do that knockback. Hopefully stun him. Yes. That. We needed that. I'm going to have D-Rack actually come over here and knock back from this direction. Because I'm really hoping that with our free throw especially, we can make sure that Rodrigo is going to take out this cradle. We just need to get our other people away so that they're not in friendly fire. So I'm going to have Rodrigo come up here relatively close. Use that free throw. 100% from this direction. 96 from here. 100 from here. We're going to do it this way. Nice. We're definitely still in trouble just with the amount of seeds that are there. Chris, we could have take out 2 of the seeds, but with how weak he is, I feel like healing is probably the better move. And then I'm just going to have Rodrigo come up here and take at least one of them out. Hopefully aggro the rest of them as well. Damn, there's still 1 seed over there. And 1 seed over there. Ooh, there might be another cradle. Okay. So now we have some stuff to work with. I'm going to move Chris back here. So they have that knockback. And try and take all of these seeds out. Nice. That kind of frees us up to just focus on that cradle back there without having to worry about just getting slowly picked off by seeds in the background. Dirac got a nickname, which is cool. Now Tara just, focus on this cradle. The downside, I guess, is that knockback we could have used on this cradle still, because they're still alive and our other units might be too far away. Nope, we're good. Punch them real good. Nice. And then I'll have Rodrigo just get this guy here. And I think our knockbacks are going to be back in place for our caber jacks by the end of this turn, which will be good because then we can really just take these seeds out very quickly. Try that from here. Nice. And then with Dirac, we're going to do the same thing, but from here. Glancing blow. Well, You win some, you lose some. Have Rodrigo run up here then and just take one of these seeds out. And we'll move Chris up. We'll leave the point blank shot just in case there is a cradle running around. Or if it is just these kind of last little seeds that are just kind of holding on. Punch them good.
Every one counts.
See if Chris can't see that seed maybe from over here. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have, just to be safe, Tara go into stealth. We know there's just a seed out there, but you never know if that seed is somehow right next to or near a cradle, or that we'll run into a cradle while we're just looking for this seed. Cool, the seed found us. Not really too worried. Gonna shoot him. Hopefully that's it. Yes.
You take your hits well.
Keep it up.
Alright, well Heinrich passed away, but again, that's okay. Everybody else is alive, which is most important. And we're ready to keep going. We've got Ilva, an alchemist, and we're just shy of a year away.
Strong skills can last longer than bloodlines.
There's a technique I know. The Forarch, that came from a standard 7 generations before me. Todrick Selwyn.
I don't know him.
Nobody does, but they know his techniques.
Corey has died. He was our standard. He lived for forever. Now, this is interesting because, I mean, Rodrigo's old as hell. He's gonna get a relic. We don't need him in our vanguard anymore. And I was thinking about this, about like maybe when someone in our vanguard does reach old age and we do want to start training new people, even, you know, especially since he doesn't have a relic yet, having him as our trainer might not be bad, and he can pass on Might of the Walrus, which is really nice. Oblivious is decreased intuition, which is not great, but Might of the Walrus. And in comparison to everybody else that can pass on traits, I'm not a huge fan of any of them until we get pretty far down here and there's almost no XP. So you know what? We're going to throw Rodrigo in here. He's probably only got a couple years left, but hopefully he can do a lot of good with those years. Pass on that walrus might to many people.
We can't decide on what the right move is here.
So, we require a third party.
Okay, so Sage Right or Sage Wrong. A dart falcon crashes into your lap bearing a message from Sagewright Aglea. As stipulated by the guild, I've spent 20% of my time on my own projects and the results are finally ready. I'm calling it the Parabox. It's a gear and pulley monstrosity with a beautiful mahogany finish, but I'm not quite sure what it actually does. Please advise and don't forget to feed the falcon. So we can have the augurs activate the Parabox, we can have them destroy the Parabox, or we can have them send the Parabox to the Chalice and put it in there. I did that last time. It wasn't really a bad thing, it just switched the genders of everybody. But especially with this second playthrough, I'm really trying to choose opposite things, see what happens. I don't want to destroy it, I feel like that's tempting fate, so we're going to open it, and hopefully our Sagewright skill doesn't crumble away into the ocean of cadence. Oh my god. Explosive results. That night, you look into your mind's eye and watch as the Parabox is lit. At first, there's just a tiny rumble from within as a puff of smoke belches out, but then, nothing. A minute goes by, then 2 minutes. Finally, Aglea steps forward to examine the equipment, and the instant a hand is laid on it, the device explodes, leaving nothing but a crater. The guild has been lost along with everybody in it. Yikes. So our Sagewright's guild is destroyed. Now, the region's still fine, which is better, but that sucks. Alright, we got our small group of Chalice attuned citizens. I'm not really going to look at them, especially because we can't throw any into our Sagewright's guild anyway. I really think we need to start researching that armor and shit. But in order to research faster, a Sagewright's Guild is kind of really helpful. And the Ebon Marshes are in a circle, but it doesn't have anything protecting it. So I think we could build it back up here and just really double down that we're going to keep that region. I think to be a little bit safer, I might build it a region closer, since we have 2 outlying regions over here already. I'm going to build it right here. Hopefully 12 years from now, we'll have another Sagewright's Guild. Alright, Rodrigo has died at the age of 69. He was able to train people for a whole year. However, the legend will live on, and he gets to pass on a relic. Hand of Fate. Nice. Bernhardt. Nearsighted, which is very not good for an alchemist. Brainy and quick study, though. Syl. Hawkeye. Brainy. Bear strength. Well rested. Decreased accuracy, though. But in comparison to all the Castillans that we have going on, Syl's the one for sure. Now we have to get a new standard as well, which is a harder thing to choose. I don't really want anybody to get to Reveler trait. I don't want anybody to really get the cocky personality trait either, which is tough. Paul can throw on alert, well rested and nervous, alone, wolf. Wily and alert is not too bad. Let's look at this. Wily, increased evasion, alert, increased evasion. That's just a lot of evasion, which I like a lot. Trisha's 50 as well, so we're going to throw her in there. She's not going to give him a lot of experience, but she will pass on some decent personality traits. Evie, region of Alhambra. Man, it's almost 80. It was honestly fucking up our chances of having kids. So this is tough because Kel is 53 and has high fertility, but he's 53. Bernhardt, on the other hand, is not 53, but is nearsighted, which is not great. Still honestly had great traits. You're going to throw Kel in there just for a little while. We're just going to have to really keep an eye on how many kids they're having, making sure they're doing good. And as I say that, I worry. And they're not going to have any kids. So I'm going to throw Bernhardt in there since he's 16. And Zara as well. Because she can pass on personality traits between parents or trainers don't influence them. That could be good since I don't love the personality traits of these specific people. But we need more kids in the Castilian line. Because right now, we've got nobody in there. There we go. Yeah, those are baby icons. The Rock has died. We get to pass on that relic, the Idol, which is level 3 now. Base damage of 9 to 15, 21% chance for critical, which is amazing. We got Caradwin, increased intelligence but decreased strength and HP, not great. White Damp, which is a terrible name, and has terrible traits. Lias, old, probably won't be able to fight. Voyeveda, ooh, all of these are great. Voyeveda, 100%. Gotta go.
It's like getting the mail, only randomly and every few years.
So, nothing like the mail.
Okay, the Wanderer. With a thundering boom, the great doors of the throne room are thrown open, and a clearly inebriated woman stumbles in. Greetings, she shouts as she makes her way up to you. Though she loses her way several times and has to re-enter the room twice. Finally, she reaches your throne and leans in close to you. Give Tessa the relic owned by Tara Lee Zelikow, please. This happened in our previous playthrough, and I chose to apologize and tell her that unfortunately no relics could be spared, and that did not go over well. I'm not going to give her the relic, because I don't want to lose my relic. I fought too hard for this. So we're going to send for the doctors. We did that to the other instance that we had maybe a couple decades ago, and that went okay. So fingers are crossed. That's the right move. Unsurprised. She barely acknowledges the doctors heading towards her. Ah, we're shipping off already? Then onward. As they help her to the medical ward, she reaches under her cloak and pulls out a relic? Just wanted to compare souvenirs. Don't think I'll be needing it anymore. She places it on the floor with a wink and quickly rejoins the doctors, leaving you in a state of pure bewilderment. Tarly Zelkar has gained the relic blood tier. What? Hold on. We already have a relic, though. So Tara Lee has the last friend and blood tier. She has 2? Damn. So 7 to 13, crit damage, 11 to 20, crit chance 15%, versus the last friend, 9 to 15. They're very similar, but the last friend is already pretty leveled up. But she'll be able to pass down an additional relic, which will be nice, because it means we will have 3 relics in the Zelkar line. It might mean that we start having 3 Caberjacks in our field. So far in this playthrough, their Caberjacks have kind of been carrying us.
Let's do it.
And just like that, we've got another battle. Well, we could work on our keep, but this territory already has a cadence marker on it, so I think we need to go there. And we will next time. Thanks for watching.